Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. We are back in Southwest Washington for another episode of My Mortgage Hound. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everyone is doing good on this gloomy winter February 22nd day. Feels like one of those, I'm going to put some chili on the stove and light a fire and watch some movies. Feels like one of those kind of days. But if you are not having one of those days, if you're having one of those, I want to go see what's going on in real estate today. Maybe I'm looking for a home and I've been frustrated with inventory and I'm trying to keep track of new listings. Well, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking at 3 new listings. All the listings we're looking at today were listed last week. They've been on the market less than 7 days. So we're going to look at 3 homes. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a cool log cabin in Washougal. I got a starter home in Salmon Creek. I got a move-up home in Salmon Creek. We're going to be going over all the market statistics. I got to tell you, it's not been easy to be a mortgage guy the last couple of years with interest rates all over the place. But the theme the last couple of weeks is interest rates are starting to stabilize. They've been very flat and slowly improving. So we're going to look at that too. In fact, let's start there. While we wait for people to join, the early birds get the worm. We're going to look at interest rates. All right, so for those of you who've been watching for a while, you know this, but if you are new to the stream, all the interest rates I use on the My Mortgage Hound live stream come from this website, Mortgage News Daily. Mortgage News Daily is my go-to resource for all things interest rate related. It's very unbiased. They're not a mortgage company. They don't sell mortgages. So they give you a very unbiased, very realistic national average on interest rates. So the interest rates we use on the My Mortgage Hound stream aren't necessarily the rates my company offers. It's just a national average we use from this website. 30-year fixed 6.89. We are approaching a 12-month low. Okay. We are approaching the bottom we saw a couple weeks after the election. So 6.89 on all of our conforming 30-year fixed mortgages. These are mortgages with a loan amount under $802,000. If we're going to go over a loan amount of $802,000, we're in jumbo loans 7.22. So not a huge jump, but you do pay a little bit extra for those jumbo loan amounts. Our government loans, FHA and VA, 6.25 and 6.28. And this is kind of what we use for our benchmark on the My Mortgage Hound when we are looking at trends and interest rates. We're looking at FHA. We're getting oh so close back down to being under 6%. We have a shot at getting there over the next few weeks. We're not quite at the bottom, but we're pretty close to where we've been since the election. In fact, let's look at that really quick. So we're at 6.25 today. Now what we're looking at here is a breakdown on a purchase price on a home. So if we were using an FHA loan to buy a home at $535,000, November 2nd, this is the Saturday before the election, we were at 6.62 with a payment of $4,009. December 7th, we hit the bottom that we bottomed since the election, okay? At 6.12, bringing our payment down to $38.37, saving us $172 a month. We were all very excited thinking this was going to be a trend, but it quickly reversed course. We go from December to January 11th, we're back up to 6.55. Now we're only saving $24 a month compared to the pre-election. And then this month, February 15th, this was last week, we were at 6.33. Today we're at 6.25. So we're getting oh so close to the bottom. We'll post March's numbers in the middle of March. We'll post that here so we can see how interest rates impact your payment, and we'll look at it trending every month for the whole year. So hopefully that's exciting to you guys. It is. It's good news. It's good news for the market. And that translates to our next statistic. So every week, Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends me over some market statistics. So home affordability, no secret, it's been at an all-time low for quite some time now. There are two things that go into home affordability. The first is interest rates, which we just took a look at. Those are going in the right direction. The second is purchase prices or home values, appreciation. And this is the job of the feds, is to manage our home affordability. Now, are they doing good? Are they doing bad? That's up to interpretation. But controlling runaway pricing is easily overlooked or overshadowed by interest rates. If interest rates were to drop back down to 5% today, we could see runaway pricing and we're still in a bad home affordability situation. So that's what we're looking at here. New listings in Clark County, Southwest Washington. We had 144 new listings hit the market. That's down 2% from the prior week. Pending sales, so homes that were on the market that accepted an offer but haven't yet closed, 177, that's up 12%. I don't like those numbers. We're selling more homes than we're listing. And it's only February. These numbers are typical when you get into the heavy buying season, but we need more inventory. And interest rates are a big motivator for home buyers or homeowners that are sitting on a low interest rate, wanting to move, but the numbers aren't penciling. So, it's a very delicate balance. I've been doing this since 2004, and I've never seen so much tension in the market as we see now. So it'll be really interesting to watch this continue to unfold as we get closer and closer to that April-May buying season. Okay. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a house, that data is collected. And that's what we're looking at here. This is lockbox activity for the state of Washington. Normally there's a percentage here, but there was a glitch this week. So we're gonna have to do the math on our own. So, which is it's kind of cool because we never really dive into the numbers. So last week we had a total of 2,190 lockboxes opened in this whole state, the whole state of Washington. This week we had 1,959, so we're down a little bit with our lockbox activity, but we also had 3 snow days, and that's going to impact this number. So I think that we see this little bit of drop. I think that that's not real. I think we'll see these numbers come back up big time next week. Same for Oregon. They actually showed a few more homes than they did the prior week, even with the snow. So it'll be fun to watch those numbers next week and see if we have a snow rebound in our numbers. All right, all the housekeeping is out of the way. We are ready to dive into the fun part. And I gotta tell you, every morning I come in, every Saturday morning I come in here and I start looking at homes for sale. In the last couple months, I've been looking at homes that are have newly hit the market, homes that are less than 7 days on the market. And it really puts you in the shoes of home buyers, of what's available out there. And it's tough. But you can still achieve your goal, whether it's buying your forever home, your starter home, your big family home. So we're going to look at 3 options today. We're going to start in Salmon Creek. I have 2 homes in Salmon Creek today. It's really easy to take the county and say, okay, we have this many homes for sale in the county, or there's this much inventory on the market, or the average sales price for Clark County is X. But Clark County is very diverse. And in this market, the number one question I get is, how aggressive can I be when I'm writing an offer? And I think that if you ask the best agents out there and the best mortgage guy, we're going to tell you it really depends on the market. And if you're trying to hit a certain payment or a certain price range and you want to be extremely aggressive, then understanding what neighborhoods offer those opportunities is critical. So in Salmon Creek, there are currently 154 homes for sale. I'm just going to refresh this, make sure it's right. $154 homes for sale. Average days of the market is 116 days. So Salmon Creek, which is typically kind of always the first to go into a seller's market and kind of stay there, we're over 90 days of inventory. I think that there's some opportunities here. Here's some examples of some higher end homes. The median list price for sale properties in Salmon Creek is $697,000, compared to the pending properties, so the properties that are going into contract, $600,000. So the homes that are moving are about $100,000 less than the average list price in Salmon Creek. And the homes that are closed, $538,000. So thanks, Gavin, for sending that info over. We're going to start with kind of a move-up home. 12305 Northeast 13th Avenue in Vancouver in Salmon Creek. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2464 square feet. Built in 2017. But very nice looking home. This is maybe you are selling your first time home buyer condo or your starter home and you're looking for some more square footage. 4 bedrooms is kind of the magic number right now. You have 4 bedrooms meets all the requirements for people that have a family, or for the people that are working from home, which is a very large number. So let's see, the Travis Newton has this listing with Cascade Hanson Sotheby's International Realty. That's a long name for a real estate office. Let's see what Travis has to say. Oh boy, long description. We're going to skim it. This is exquisite 4-bedroom, 3-bath daylight ranch. It's a rare gem, and I would agree with that. Newer build daylight ranch homes are hard to find. Okay, natural serene surroundings, backs up to a green belt. You can see Kleinline Pond from the home. Okay, this is interesting. This property has undergone an extensive high-end remodel, completed shortly after purchase. But this home was built in 17, so it's already been through a remodel. Open concept, chef's kitchen, top of the line appliances. Primary suite on the main level. Heated floors in the primary bath. We decided we're going to call it the owner's bedroom now, right? Just can't call it master's bedroom anymore. Primary is kind of not a very good adjective, so I think we're calling it owner's, the owner's suite. All right, hot tub. Okay, there's where we can see where it's at on the map. Right north of Kleinline Pond. Okay, let's dive into some pictures. So right off the bat, I can tell this is a current picture. I've been looking for that lately because I see that a lot of agents, and maybe it's just because they're putting the listings up so fast and they're waiting for new pictures to be taken, but they all leave this timestamp up here so you can see how current these pictures are. So these are current pictures, 2025. Flat driveway. I don't know if that's fresh paint. It might be, but it's got that new white trendy paint job. I like it. Love the garage door. What do you guys think about those garage doors with the frosted? It definitely adds a more contemporary feel to the exterior. Okay, nice entry. I like these pictures where they show you walking into the house. And it's cool because we see two different lighting, which really changes the color of the floors. But I love the floors. That looks like wood laminate. Nice long entryway. It's always interesting on daylight ranches where they put the stairs into the basement. We live in a ranch. I'm in a ranch right now, and this home was offered with a daylight basement. We didn't get it, unfortunately. But it's weird because in the daylight floor plan on this house, the stairs are in the living room. So right where we have our TV and everything and our furniture in our great room, that's where the stairs are. So it's cool here, something you don't really think about, but the stairs are in the entryway. Very unique fireplace. I wonder what kind of stone that is. So some things I noticed right off the bat, it is a great room. I can see a big island, lots of natural light coming in. And we're at a little over 700,000, I believe. We'll go back and look here in a second, but I don't see millwork around the windows. Not a deal breaker. That's kind of indicator to me, are we in the custom high-end home, or are we kind of in that builder grade home? Something that I look for as an indicator. It does have modern fixtures. It looks like a gas fireplace. Okay, nice kitchen. Like the granite. And we're dealing with 2,400 square feet. So the kitchen seems appropriately sized. Okay, utility room. Good shot. Looks like you can see the green space back there with a nice deck. Okay, here's our primary, or excuse me, our owner suite. Love the bathroom sliding farm door. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got a gas fireplace in the owner suite. Like it. And we have a slider out to the balcony. Okay, so we're in the owner's bathroom. Dual vanity, like the tile. We have a clock in the bathroom, always a good idea. Make sure you're on time. Not something you see very often. All right, so we have a tile floor into a walk-in closet with built-in cabinets. So that's built-in drawers. So we'll take a look at that. Hopefully, yeah, very nice. Very nice closet, nice walk-in shower. I really like this bathroom. Okay, bedroom number 2. This bedrooms feel a little bit on the smaller side, and I think that's due to the daylight basement, having that extra living space. Bedroom number 3. Guest bath. Again, a little snug in here, but I think we're going to see the benefits of this use of square footage when we get to the daylight. All right, so partially covered balcony out back. They have electric heaters overlooking green space. You can see Kleinline Pond. That looks like Trex deck or some sort of engineered decking. Okay, so here's that extra square footage. And that's exactly what I would do with it. Put a pool table down there. So we have a slider out to a deck in our daylight. And it's a big area, big enough for a living space with a third fireplace and a pool table. Wet bar. Powder room. Look at this. We got access to the crawl space right here. Very nice wet bar. Lots of windows. Guest bath. All right, and here's bedroom number 4. Okay, what do you guys think? Let's look at some numbers. So my first instinct on this house this morning was to go FHA. I'll show you guys kind of, FHA is not a first-time homebuyer specific program, but it really is designed to help people get started in home ownership, or maybe even help somebody move up into home ownership that doesn't have a large down payment or wants to use the equity from their sale for something else besides the down payment. But we run into a problem. FHA loan limits for Clark County for a single family is $695,000. So that's going to kind of knock out FHA on this one. So I put 3 conforming options down on here: 5% down, 10% down, and 20% down. And I think this is a good model to look at because everyone wants to hit 20% down. Why? Because they're worried about mortgage insurance. So let's see how expensive it is to put less down. And I don't think it's a bad idea to explore these options because maybe you want to use the equity, maybe you don't have it, or you want to use it for something else. So if we're putting 5% down, that makes our loan amount $736,000. 10% down would be $697,000, and 20% down would be $620,000. Interest rates, again, pulled it right off of Mortgage News Daily. National average today, 6.89. Let's look at a payment breakdown. So here's our principal and interest payments. $48.44 with 5% down, $45.89 with 10% down, or $4,079 with 20% down. Property taxes on this home in one of the best school districts in the state, $528 a month. Homeowners insurance, there to protect the house in case of a fire, or burglary, or something of that nature, you're looking at $100 a month. Mortgage insurance, with 5% down, we're looking at roughly $213 a month. With 10% down, we're looking at $115, and with 20% down, it should be $0. Let's change that. Even the mortgage hound could make mistakes, especially if he hasn't had his coffee yet. There you go. $0 a month for the 20% down option. Closing costs. Our down payment, $38,000, $77,000, or $155,000. So significant difference. Let's look at the difference here. So let's say I have 10% down. Let's say I do have that $88,000 that's going to take to get into this home out of pocket without negotiating. Of course, we could ask the seller to pay our closing costs. We can bring that number down a little bit. 5% down is going to start a payment at $56.85, $352 more a month. So if I do have the 10% down, I'm going to save $352, but it's going to cost me $38,000 more out of pocket. So is that $38,000 worth $352 a month? Only you can answer that, right? With the help of your advisors. You know, what are we going to use that money for? Is it an affordability issue? Do I need to help to pay for college? Does that $352 a month make a difference on my budget? And then compared to 20% down, we're bringing $165,000 out of pocket, and we're saving just shy of $1,000 a month. I'll bring that down so you can see that. There's their $47.07 payment, $165,000 out of pocket, total savings of $978 a month. So some food for thought. Even if I'm a 20% down person no matter what, and you end up going with the 20% down, you should still be exploring these options to understand what you're doing. The whole point of what we do on the My Mortgage Hound live stream and what I do with my clients when I do these consultations with them, it's all about building your confidence. And that's, I don't think, ever been more important than right now, with all the variables, with interest rates, with the market, with all the news, with the new administration. Being confident in what you're doing is key. Even if you end up going with the mortgage options you went with in the beginning with your gut, understanding the other options is only going to make you feel more confident about your final decision. And it doesn't take a lot of time. You know, if you just devote a half an hour on the phone with a mortgage professional to go over these things, and you choose one that knows what they're talking about, it's worth it. Okay? All right, I'll get off my soapbox. You guys ready to dive into house number 2? Let's stay in Salmon Creek. Okay? I'm going to go out of order here. So that was kind of our move up home. Here's our starter first time home buyer home. We are at 13415 Northeast 6th Court, again in Salmon Creek. We already looked at the market statistics. If you missed that, rewind back to the start of the stream when we broke down all the statistics on Salmon Creek. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,327 square feet, $495. And the reason this home kind of stuck out to me this morning is Philida and Salmon Creek people are very anxious, very urgent, sense of urgency to get into these neighborhoods for the school districts. So maybe you have a small family, maybe you have a newborn or maybe a preschooler, and you want to get into the right school districts before they start elementary school. And you're okay making a little bit of sacrifice on your square feet. Look, we're under $500,000. So if you can make 1,300 square feet work, this would be a great way to get into that school district. This home was built in 1994, listed by Hartwell Saunders, Coldwell Banker Bain. Let's see what Hartwell has to say. Very short description. Not a bad thing. I like short descriptions as long as they pack a lot of info. Beautifully maintained home. Attention to detail that went into the home's upgrades. Okay, so this home was built in 1994, so we want to see a lot of upgrades. Updated flooring, updated bathrooms, new interior paint and wainscoting, new interior doors, hot water heater, ideal location schools, including a big fenced yard. 2 patios, and on a cul-de-sac road. Okay, that ticks a lot of my starter family boxes. Very well written description. There's not a bunch of fluff in here. It tells me everything I need to know. And here's on the map where you can see, if you're familiar with Salmon Creek, this is right where I-5 and 205 merge. Fred Meyer's is right here off of Teeny Road, where the library is. So it's a very, very convenient location. Let's look at some pictures. And again, guys, I look at these for the most part for the first time with you. I do preview them quickly, but I try not to look at the pictures too much. I like looking at them with you guys live. So, nice curb appeal on a cul-de-sac, flat driveway, mature yard. The home does not look dated, to me anyways. We do have 8-foot ceilings. That's what you get in 1994. But nice, great room. Like the updated laminate flooring, big bay window. It's got a little character. Gas fireplace. Entries in the great room, 1,300 square feet. That's perfectly acceptable to me. Does feel fresh in here. Fresh paint, fresh floor, ceiling fan, patio out to that fenced backyard. Okay, got kitchen. Looks like we have quartz counters. Tile backsplash to the cabinets, cabinets to the ceiling. Now, in the 1,300 square foot price range, we are at the higher end. I see a lot of homes in this square footage in the 425 range, but they're not in Salmon Creek. Okay, they're going to be in orchards, and they don't have these upgrades. And if you were making a little bit of sacrifice on your square footage to be in this school district, it's nice to have these upgrades. Really like the kitchen. Very well done cabinets, updated hardware. Very nice kitchen. Built-in range in the cabinet, or in the counters. Undermount sink. Very well done. Nice kind of a separate dining area. I would love to go through that record collection. Okay, slider out to the backyard. Very nice. This kitchen and dining area does not feel like 1,300 square feet. It feels much bigger to me. Okay, bedroom number 1. This looks like our primary, or our owner's suite. So it is on the smaller size. Nothing wrong with this bathroom, very nice and updated. Looks like newer shower doors, newer cabinets, under the counter mount sink, tile floor. Pretty nice owner's bathroom considering the square footage. Bedroom number 2, looks like fresh carpet, ceiling fan, guest bath. Bedroom number 3, small family. Using this one as a nursery with a ceiling fan. Okay, we are sacrificing some square footage here. Utility closet, nothing wrong with that. I'd much rather take the bigger kitchen. I'm sorry guys, I nailed this one with the starter family. Nice big backyard, hard to find nowadays. I believe this is a 7,000 square foot lot. Good luck finding a brand new home in Salmon Creek with this square footage with a backyard at all. So you got fencing on the side and then a cinder block wall in the back. Okay, back patio. You can come in. It's February, so you know, looks like it could use a little attention back here, but that's easy. Okay, We built a shed. Very nice. This home's not gonna last long. Okay. Very nice home. Let's look at some numbers. This one I did do FHA. I think this is a perfect candidate for FHA. $495 is our purchase price. Makes our loan amount $486,511. Interest rate 6.25. I'm gonna just go straight to the closing costs here. In this example, I'm asking the sellers to pay our closing costs and prepaids for us. So they're covering all of our prepaid items and all of our closing costs. So our down payment is $17,325, which is exactly what our cash to close is. And I think you can get away with that on this house. It's gonna be competitive, but I think with the right agent, you could negotiate that. If you had a little bit more to put towards your cash to close, we could look at buying that interest rate down. And guys, I think that you could get this interest rate below 6%. I think you could get an interest rate, 30-year fixed interest rate, under 6% on this home. With a little bit of negotiating and a little bit of strategy, you can get that down. But for the sake of consistency, we're using the national average, 6.25. But I think you could. I think you can get that down below 6%. But at the 6.25, we're looking at a payment of $36.64 with $17,325 out of pocket. So this home, go take a look at it. If it checks your boxes, I really like this one. Okay, moving right along, right on schedule, almost out of coffee. Let's have some fun. Let's go to Dreamland. Let's go to Washougal. Oh, sneak peek. Let's look at the market statistics first. Washougal, there are currently 83 homes for sale. Average days on market is 125 days. Here's some higher end homes for sale. The median list for sale price, $900,000. Homes that are going pending, the average price is $986, so pretty close, those two numbers. Actually, the pending homes are higher than the list homes. We don't see that very often. So much different than Salmon Creek. Salmon Creek was almost $100,000 lower on the average pending price compared to the list price. This is opposite. And Washougal this market statistics looked a lot different 6 months ago. The average sold price $740,000. This is why it's really important to be looking at the neighborhood statistics. Okay, log cabin. 39905 Southeast 37th Street in Washougal, $985,000, 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,428 square feet on over 5 acres. Built in 1999. Listed by Christine Neal at Realty One Group Prestige. Let's see what Christine has to say. Big long description. We'll skim this one. I gotta read some of this. I wish these agents would reach out when we feature them. I'm curious to see if they're using AI or not to write these descriptions. Experience the epitome of a forest retreat, complete with this meticulously constructed Canadian spruce log home, offering the perfect balance of mountain charm and modern convenience, a mere 12 minutes to Washougal. Okay, this home is definitely one of a kind, over 5 acres. Even though that was kind of a cute description, it did tell us a lot. Canadian spruce log home. Expansive views, 3 beds, 2 baths. Okay, so 3 bed, 2 baths in the 1,388 square footage main house and over 2,000 square feet in the guest quarters or potential ADU. with bathroom and air conditioning attached to the shop. This is where we're going to want to reach out to our agent that's helping us buy a house and help translate this for me. What is a potential ADU versus an ADU? Are we talking that it has not been permitted for an ADU yet? What does that mean, potential ADU? If we had our regular agents on here, they'd be answering, but I think everyone's sleeping in today. Ultra efficient. So this has a 36 by 36 detached garage shop, separate 3-stall barn, full RV hookup by the boiler room, at the end of a private drive, trails, seasonal creek, fruit trees, beehives, and multiple fire pits. Outdoor enthusiasts will appreciate the convenience of being near the Pacific Northwest Crest Trail, offering endless opportunities of hiking, biking, and enjoying surrounding wilderness. Okay. Long description, but there's a lot of good details in there. Let's look at some pictures. Okay, 2025, so these pictures are current. What a beautiful picture. So right here you can see that potential ADU they were talking about. You are definitely in the wilderness. I love log cabins. That's beautiful. Nice big front patio. Look at these cool cutouts here. It's almost like you have a window on your front porch through this wall. That's really, really cool. Man. Wow. Looks like concrete floors. Beautiful staircase. Very well done kitchen. Looks like we have tile to the top of the cabinets. Virtually staged. I don't think I've seen that before. A little disclosure. I don't mind the virtual staging. I like it. There you go. Upstairs in our loft area. I'm gonna go back. I love how you see these beams that go through the wall. That is so cool. Okay, I'm guessing this is our owner's suite. Virtually staged ceiling fan. Very cool bathroom. This must be our closet. Nice walk-in shower. Bedroom number 2, baseboard heating. Bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 4. Guest bath. Bonus room upstairs. Very cool bonus room. Another bedroom. I lost track of the count of the bedrooms. Lots of character here. Okay, I'm guessing we're in the ADU now. In the shop. Fire pit area. Very cool. Okay. We're gonna keep this simple. 20% down and 40% down. $985 is our purchase price. With 20% down, that makes our loan amount $788, $591 if we put 40% down. Most likely somebody's selling their family home and going to move in. This is going to be the retirement home. So they're going to have some equity that they're going to be using. If we put 20% down, we're just shy of $6,000 a month. We save $1,300 if we put 40% down. $46.81. Cash out of pocket $207 or $404. If you made it this far, thank you for joining us on another episode of the My Mortgage Channel. We'll be back here next Saturday. If there's something you want to see, some homes you'd like toured, you want some numbers ran, you want to see what a VA looks like, or a USDA, or a 2-1 buy down, or let's see what other terms I can use. How about a bank statement loan, non-QM, interest only, all sorts of programs. If there's something you want to see or something you don't understand, you'd like me to break it down on the live stream, let me know. Appreciate everybody for making it this far, and we'll see you back here next week on the My Mortgage Hound. Goodbye.